Hello, hello, hello. I almost just said hello, Facebook, but you guys, I'm live on all three platforms, so it is not just Facebook. I'm trying to get this set up so my head is not cut off on Facebook. Let's see. That's the wrong way, Jen. All right. Anyway, as you guys hop on, say hello. If you are catching me on the replay, hashtag grateful because I am grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm going to keep this, okay, let's be real. I'm going to try to keep this short. Doesn't always happen that way. But again, as you guys hop on, if you would like to go ahead and share this out and then hop over to the Facebook Live and comment the word shared, and I will enter you into my weekly giveaway. Just watch my stories to see if you won. But, sorry guys, I have to answer this quickly just because I have been waiting for this phone call for 4 days, or this text, I should say. But, you guys, stop putting yourself in a box, okay? I know that, and other people do this to us, and we just kind of follow along with it, right? How many of you on here are parents? Whether you are a mom or a dad, go ahead and drop mom or dad in the comments, or maybe you're a bonus parent, go ahead and drop the word bonus in the comments, because I am a mother to two pretty much grown children. They are 17 and 19, and I am a bonus mom. Hello, Aubrey. And also let me know, how old are your kids if you have children? Because I think a lot of times when we get married or we are in a relationship with someone or we have kids, we are just put in this box that we are a parent, we are a mom, we are a dad, we are a wife, and a little backstory on me is we live in a very small area, okay? He's a 5, about to go to school. That is such an exciting age. I know it's going to be hard, but hear me out on this. Try to enjoy the little moments, because I talked about this recently and I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but looking back at my kids now, I used to complain I had to drive them places and do all these silly things, and now what I would not do for 10 minutes in the car just to talk with them. But anyway, I am living in a small area where my parents are very well known, okay? My mom used to own a store. My dad used to own a bakery. No, I was not given a silver spoon in my mouth. My parents do not have tons of money. We're just middle class, everyday workers, okay? My parents always did the best they could for me, and especially my dad and my stepmom. But along with that story is my mom used to own a store that was called Muddy Moose Antiques. It's just starting to rain here, so I don't know how the service is going to be. I just looked up and saw that. And for the longest time, I was called Minnie Moose. Or I would go into a local establishment and I would get carded and they'd be like, oh, you're Astasia, so you're Bill and Kathy's daughter. And it's very hard to break that stigma. Now, I am extremely proud to be my father's daughter. I truly am. My father's an amazing man. He's a little cuckoo, but we all are, right? That is where I get it from. But I wanted my own identity for the longest time, and then it kind of broke away from that. I wasn't just Bill and Kathy's daughter. I wasn't just Minnie Moose. I'm not just Bill with the red hair with funny laughs at daughter, right? Then it went to, oh, you're Buddy Lee's girl, meaning my husband's nickname, for those of you that don't know, is Buddy Lee. And I used to get so frustrated. And then when my daughter became very involved in dance, and she still is, I would go into Starbucks or wherever, and I'd hear moms, not just the kids, moms say, it's Erica's mom. Or I'd be at the cross-country track and I'd hear, hey, it's Dom's mom. And yes, that is who I am, but that is not solely who I am, okay? I am a chronic illness warrior. I am a mom. I am a blue collar wife. I am a business owner. I am an amazing friend. I am funny. I am in the process of growing as a person, and I will never stop growing as a person. I am trying to inspire other spoonies and chronic illness warriors, okay? What does my shirt say? It says more. What does this say? Here for more. It is actually one of our company's events. So I want you guys to know you are not just, and don't get me wrong, it is an important and one of the most important jobs to be a parent, to be a wife, to be whatever. But you're still so much more than that. That's actually funny. I wore this shirt. I did not honestly plan that out, okay? And if your name is not in your user handle, go ahead and drop that in the comments. And if you are on TikTok, go ahead, double tap the screen and follow me, and I will follow you as soon as I get back off of here. But I want you guys to know you are more, okay? You are more than Susie Q's dad. You are more than Susie Q's mom. You are more than Joe Schmo's wife. You are more than Susie Q's husband. You are your own person, okay? How many people can relate to that? You've gone somewhere and it's like, oh, you're so-and-so's wife, you're so-and-so's mom, you're so-and-so's kid. If you can relate to that, drop relate in the comments, because that is a huge struggle. And for a long time, I thought that's exactly who my identity is. I'm Erica and Dom's mom. I'm Kathy and Bill's daughter. I'm Missy's stepdaughter. I am Hope's stepmother. I am Buddy Lee's girl. At the time, people didn't know we were married, right? And as proud as I am to be a stageist and be my father's daughter and to be my kid's mother and to be a Melantaki through marriage and be my husband's wife, I am so much more, okay? I am a warrior. I am a business owner. Now, when I say I'm a warrior, we are all each a warrior in our own rights. I don't think there's a person on this planet that has not gone through hard things in life. However, when I say I'm a warrior, I should preference that by saying I'm a chronic illness warrior. You guys, I have been battling these diseases ever since before I had my son, and my son turned 19 in May. So this is pretty much 20 years. I think it's September 3rd or something like that, will be 20 years since I found out I was pregnant with my son and I was sick. And it all started then. And no, it is not my son's fault. And no one come at me and say, well, you shouldn't have had kids then. That's a story for another day, okay? But I want you guys to know you are more. And sometimes we get lost in those titles. And one of my friends, and I don't want to call her out, but she did an amazing job. Her and her husband hopped on a live the other day, and they announced that their son got diagnosed as being on the spectrum. And they said that we're not labeling him. He is still a person. He is still strong. He is still, and that's true. Okay? My diseases, as much as they have made me who I am, they've made me stronger, they've made me more compassionate, they've made me more empathetic, they've made me this and that, they do not say who I am. I am strong. I am Jen. I'm funny. I'm goofy sometimes. Sometimes I'm over emotional. Okay? Drop in the comments, even if you're catching this on the replay, or especially if you're live, drop in the comments one word or two, whatever, like one phrase that you are. And I don't want to hear that you're a mom or you are, because we got that out of the way earlier, or that you're a wife. Are you strong? Are you creative? Are you funny? Are you empathetic? Are you inspiring? Are you goal-driven? Are you still figuring out who you are? Because that is totally okay. Because I don't know who like set up this whole scenario or standard that we're supposed to figure out who we are by the time we're in our mid-20s. I am telling you, the day you stop growing is the day you die. And I don't mean that in a physical sense. I mean that in an emotional sense. And yes, I have friends that have been with me from age 14 to now. Holy cow, that's almost 30 years. Not quite. Okay, it is my birthday month, so actually go ahead and drop what month you were born in the comments. And if you are also a Leo and an August baby, happy early birthday, happy belated birthday, whatever the case may be. But you guys, you are so much more than you think you are. Again, if you are on TikTok, go ahead, double tap the screen and follow me, and I will follow you when I get off of here. Maybe you're an animal lover. I just saw Linda drop some cats in the comments. Maybe you're an animal lover. Maybe you're a nurturer. What you are isn't just one word. Okay? You are a whole grown person, whether you are still growing or not. And like I said, you never want to stop growing, but I mean physically done growing. You are a whole person. Have you guys ever tried to describe a movie in one word? Like, you can't, right? It's always romantic comedies, romantic drama, horror, what's the other words that go with horror? Like, horror intense. Like, you can't just describe you. You gotta stop describing yourself in just what you physically are. You need to describe yourself in who you are up here and in here. And it's a long growth pattern, and it takes a while to figure this stuff out. And like I said, I am still battling with this. But if you guys are not doing the work behind the scenes, you will never know who you are. Thank you for all the hearts. Yes, I am a spoonie. I am a chronic illness warrior. I am a friend. I am a mom. I'm an inspiration to others. And some of you are going to hear that and say, wow, that sounds very conceited. No, it doesn't. When you get messages and say, thanks for showing up on your hard days because you inspired me to do this, stop being so shy about being proud. Okay? You guys all know, if you guys are actually new to my page, like within the last 6 months, go ahead and drop the comment new. If you have been following me for longer than that, go ahead and drop the comment OG. Okay? Because one of my favorite artists of all times is Kid Rock. And take this as you will, but he has a phrase in one of his songs, okay, and it says, you're not cocky if you can back it up. And I'm paraphrasing because I can't say the actual words, or I will get banned. But you're not cocky if you can back it up. You're not an inspiration or you're not being cocky if you say you're an inspiration, if you are truly an inspiration. You're not cocky if you say you're a warrior and you're over here fighting. And last week I had 8 doctor's appointments, guys. 8. I was supposed to have a medical procedure today, but my numbers weren't where they should be, so I couldn't have it done. I am a warrior, and for a long time that was very hard for me to say, because I said, well, if I'm such a warrior, then why am I battling all this stuff? And I don't know why, and I'm not getting into the religious side or the higher powers. I'm just saying this is what was put on my plate, and I'm fighting it instead of just laying down. So, with that being said, I hope someone takes this to heart and realizes that they are so much more than what you give yourself credit for. And if you are not the person that you want others to see you as, actually, before I hop off of here, I'm going to give you guys an exercise to do because this really helped me. Okay? I want you guys to all take out a piece of paper. I don't care if it's the back of a bill I don't care if it's a napkin in your car. Just don't be driving when you do this, okay? Write down 5 characteristics of what you think an amazing person is or have. And then I want you to write down characteristics of yourself and compare them. And if you are not the person that you want to be, figure out how you need to do the work to get there. Okay? My mentor was telling us the other day, listen to podcasts. I'm like, I listen to podcasts. I'm getting business tips out of them, but I don't feel like I'm growing as a person. And you know what she said? She said, you need to listen to podcasts that aren't necessarily business related. Yes, I'm a business owner, but I also have trauma to heal. I also am working on how to be better with money. I am also working on my health. I am also working on better parenting. I am also. So, I hope this was inspirational to some of you. I hope you guys got value. Again, if you did, please go ahead and share this out, because even if this isn't something that you are struggling with, you don't know who on your friends page or wherever is struggling, because not everybody is going to tell you they're struggling, okay? So I hope everybody has an amazing day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.